I'm not writing this for sympathy. I'm not writing this to look strong or clever. I'm writing this because people love to say just leave, and they have no idea what it's like to stay long enough to see who someone really is. I met her when I was 27. She was 24. Nothing cinematic. A coffee shop. A mistake with an order. She took my black coffee by accident and came back 5 minutes later, nervous, apologetic, holding the cup like it was evidence of a crime. "You probably think I'm weird," she said. I said the first honest thing that came to mind. "I think you're decent. Most people wouldn't come back." She smiled. Not a perfect smile. A real one. That's how it started. We talked. About work. About stress. About how fake people exhausted us. Within weeks, she knew where I lived. Within months, she knew how I slept. Within a year, she knew exactly where to press if she ever wanted to hurt me. And I loved her. She wasn't perfect. She was jealous. She could be cold. She sometimes went silent in a way that felt like punishment. I called it depth. I called it complexity. When she said, "I'm scared one day you'll cheat on me," I laughed. That was my first mistake. We lived together for 2 years. I worked longer hours. She said she supported me. I paid most of the bills. She said it was temporary. I believed her. She liked to say, "I'm not like other women. I would never cheat." People who say that are usually rehearsing. The changes came slowly. Her phone always face down. A new password she forgot. New friends I never met. I didn't check. Because I trusted. One night, I came home early. I wanted to surprise her. I bought her favorite wine. The apartment was quiet. Too quiet. Her laptop was open. I wasn't snooping. I swear. The message appeared by itself. No checking. No screaming. Just a hollow feeling, like something vital had been removed from my chest, and I closed the laptop, put the wine in the fridge, and went for a walk. That night, I made a decision that changed everything. I decided not to confront her. Not yet. I didn't want partial truth. I wanted everything. How long? Who? Why? I became quiet, observant, careful. She started coming home later. Started talking about the future more. "What if we get married someday?" she asked once. I almost laughed. "We'll see," I said. She was cheating on me and planning a life with me at the same time. That was the part that broke something permanent inside me. His name was Max. A co-worker. Married. One child. Predictable. I found out because she forgot to turn off location sharing. I saw the address. I drove there. I didn't knock. I sat in my car and watched her come out of the building, fixing her hair, smiling. Happy. Light. Not mine. That's when the pain stopped being loud and turned cold. I didn't want to leave. Leaving would have been mercy. I wanted her to feel what I felt. The slow realization that everything you trusted was fake. So I played my role. I became better. Kinda. More attentive. She relaxed. She thought she was safe. Meanwhile, I documented everything. Screenshots. Dates. Voice notes. And then I found her real weakness. She lived for her image. She needed to be seen as good. And I realized exposure would hurt her more than rage ever could. But I didn't rush. I waited. For 8 months, I lived with her knowing the truth. 8 months of control in my face. My voice. My reactions. She started calling me stable. And him alive. I once heard her say to a friend on the phone, "He's safe. But with Max, I feel something." Those words kill slowly. Especially when spoken in a home you pay for. I didn't message Max's wife immediately. First, I met her. By coincidence. Through a professional excuse. No lies. No names. She was normal. Calm. Kind. Completely unprepared for the destruction waiting for her. When I finally sent the evidence, I felt no joy. Just exhaustion. Max lost his job. His wife filed for divorce. His child stayed with her. My girlfriend didn't know yet. And that was the cruelest part. She waited for him. Called him. Texted. He disappeared. I watched panic replace confidence. Watched her cling to me because her escape plan collapsed. And then I did something unforgivable. I asked her to marry me. No ring. No performance. Just words. "I want a future. With you." She cried. She said yes. That night, I recorded her confession. Everything. The cheating. The feelings. The lies. She never noticed. The end came when she said, "I'm so glad you're not like other men." You would never betray me. I showed her the folder. Slowly. Her messages. Her voice. Her words. Then the documents. The finances. The truth that nothing was in her name. And finally, Max. She didn't scream. Didn't cry. She asked one question. Did you plan all of this? I said, yes. While you were learning how to lie, I was learning how to wait. I didn't throw her out. I simply stopped being her home. She left on her own. Couches. Friends. Nowhere. A month later, she texted, I can't trust anyone anymore. You destroyed me. I didn't reply. Because the truth is simple. I didn't destroy her. I removed the illusion she was hiding behind. It's been 3 years. She changes cities, jobs, relationships. I sleep peacefully. And if you're still reading, remember this. The most brutal revenge isn't loud. It isn't violent. It's when someone realizes you saw their worst self and gave them time to ruin everything on their own. Thank you for listening to the story. Please support the author with a subscription.